For those of you that are still wondering what it is they want, the white supremacist MAGA hatters, that's what they want. They want white America. And they would rather burn the country to the ground than see a black woman sit in the White House. It's that simple. It has nothing to do with taxes or tariffs or making your life better or giving people a better wage. None of it matters. If a white man ran, that person would have won. And they couldn't stomach a black man sitting in the White House. It triggered them. So they went back to the plantation owner. And I'm going to say this over and over again until everybody hears me as loud as you can hear me. For all of you podcasts that are out there, all of you pros getting millions of views talking about, oh, let me interview celebrities and famous people and news reporters and talk about the tax plan. You're missing the whole goddamn point. It doesn't matter if the red or the blue team are sitting in the White House. Talk about racism, because that's what this is. Make America white again. They're building concentration camps in Florida. They're racially profiling people. People that served this country because they looked like they were non-white. So they must be a victim. And isn't that what we've done since the history of this country? Oh, look, there's a black person at night. They must be committing a crime. Let me turn on my police lights and pull him over. Woo woo! Well, I guess he's okay, but he looks suspicious because, he wasn't white, so he must have been doing something wrong. DEI, CRT, trans people, gay people, taking out the bust of Martin Luther King, taking away the history of Rosa Parks and Jackie Robinson, the Tuskegee Airmen. Yeah, totally not racist. Did it rent to black people. Elon Musk did the salute. Questioning the birth of Barack Obama. Dinner with white nationalists. Very fine people on both sides. The Central Park Five. Yeah, totally not a racist. But can we just agree to disagree? No, we can't. Because you were fine with all of that immorality. In the time where you get to be a racist and just agree to disagree is gone. And this moment in our country should have happened a damn long time ago. Hundreds of years ago, when the racist founding fathers that owned black people like livestock, when we should have stood up then and said that's unacceptable. Because all of you white supremacist MAGA red hatters, this is a Christian nation win. When black people were worth 3/5 of a person? Jim Crow? Segregation? Oh, you mean the same Christian nation where black people couldn't praise Jesus in the same church as white people? Wow! What a great Christian nation this has been. When women don't have the right and they go into sepsis, look what happened to Adriana Smith and Amber Thurman. Wow, praise Jesus, so pro-life. And your plantation owner literally pardoned 1,500 white people, U.S. citizens, that attacked cops and have long-term disabilities, and Officer Sitnik is no longer here. Wow, what a Christian nation! But who are you to judge? By your fruits shall you be judged. You voted for a racist, you are one. You are what you eat, in the words of our teachers. You voted for it. You liked it. And you hoard yourself out for capitalism as well. You think there was a coincidence that we haven't had a woman in 249 years? You always say you want the best candidate, and it's always a man. I wonder. Hillary Clinton wasn't a felon. Insurrection. Tax fraud, didn't cheat, Couldn't vote for her, right? Couldn't vote for the black woman either. And even in the primaries in 24, you didn't want the woman in the Republican primaries. Hell, I didn't agree with her, but at least she understood foreign policy, but you just couldn't vote for the woman, right? Until we address the MAGA white supremacy in this country, because that's what it is. This is their Hail Mary. This is their moment to put everything out there. Everything else is a distraction. All the other crap going on. It's gaslighting. They're putting people in cages in Florida. You're okay with that? I'm not. And I'm going to say it one last time. You can use your white privilege to sit in your comfy, air-conditioned home and give thoughts and prayers to people, or you can do what I'm doing right now and get out there and speak about it. Call it out. Talk to your family members. Talk to the ones that wear the red hats. Make them feel uncomfortable. Hey, you know what? You took away my rights as a woman. I don't want you over here for Thanksgiving dinner. Think about that. Yeah, I know it's harsh. But that family member, that friend that allegedly loves you, is telling you what you can do with your body. That's not love, that's control. And I've had enough of people controlling other people, because that's all we've done since the inception of this country is control people. Black people, Native Americans, women, Asians, Hispanics, immigrants, Muslims. That's all this country has done, is demonize anybody that's not a straight white man. But if you sexually abuse a woman, praise Jesus, you get to be president, because, hey, nobody's perfect, right? Call it out, people. That's the root of where we are. White supremacy.
Yes, welcome back to Team Tasty Reaction. Kindly for watching me for the first time. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. So guys, in today's video, I want us to continue watching this video of the West people. They have come out and exposed the Donald Trump, and all credit goes to the owner of this video, of these clips. So Donald Trump is making United States to be the whites. It's no longer make in American great, but he's making a white great. So kindly guys, let's watch this video until the end, and then we react it later.
Tired of what's happening right now? And I'm tired of politicians and fancy shoots that are getting paid $165,000 to $180,000 a year of our money that we bust our ass for, telling us what they're going to do with it. Have they helped raise minimum wage? Have they helped give us a living wage? Have they helped with the cost of housing? 14 million children go to school hungry every day. What have they done for them? Over 40,000 people pass away from gun violence. What have you done about that? Women's rights. Texas has a 50% increased sepsis rate. Look what happened to Andreana Smith, the Gilead. You're not pro-life, you're forced birth. We live in a social contract. We agree to pay our taxes, follow the laws, follow the Constitution, listen to cops, go to the, follow the speed limits, and so on and so forth. The government has broken their part of the social contract. They're supposed to use our taxes to make our lives better, and they're not. The president is ignoring the Constitution. He is at some point going to try to undo birthright citizenship, was a constitutional right. He's taken away due process from people. He's talking about doing away with habeas corpus. He's putting us into a trade war, which is going to decimate the U.S. economy. He's going after private citizens with executive orders. And the Congress, which is supposed to be the checks and balances, is nowhere to be found. You have the Republicans, which is Make America White Again, the modern day Confederacy. That party couldn't stomach the black man sitting in the White House with President Obama, so they did what they always do. They got triggered, and they went back to the plantation owner, the most unqualified, uneducated, idiotic white man that's picking their pocket over the most qualified black woman. Because for them, a black woman was just too far. That's DEI. That's CRT. It's racism. That's what it is. Mixed in with misogyny. Hard stop. So stop the crap about tariffs and I wanted more gas, because now gas is going up. Now he's playing AD chess. It is white supremacy. Period. That's it. The Democrats don't have a backbone, for the majority of them. 50 of them voted for Marco Rubio, that traitor that sided with Vladimir Putin. 10 of them voted for the CR. 10 of them voted to censure Al Green. Cory Booker stands up for 26 hours. Yay, Cory Booker. Then what does he do? Votes for Charles Kushner, a man guilty of tax fraud and witness tampering, because, way to go, Cory Booker. Take that money from Charles Kushner. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And then 14 Democrats voted for the crypto bill. And then 127 of you didn't vote for the impeachment. And then you show up on CNN and MSNBC and your favorite left-wing radio show and you go, We have to fight this. We have to do everything we can. Are you going to vote for impeachment? No, I can't do that. It's not politically advantageous for me. It's not going to work, so I'm not going to do anything. And people in wheelchairs got zip tied in the Capitol because they did more to stop fascism than you did. Both parties suck. So we have a choice, people. If the people that aren't elected to do their jobs aren't going to fix this system, then I'm going to propose that we don't participate in the system anymore. We go on a general strike. If we have 3.5% of this population that stops working, stops paying federal taxes, and protests every day until this government works for us, we can change this country. But we're going to have to be uncomfortable. We're going to get bumps and bruises and broken bones. That's unavoidable. And for the people that say I can't afford it, I've been there. I've had to sell my comic book collection to buy gas. I sold my PlayStation to pay my rent. I didn't even have a bike and I walked to work 3.5 miles each way. I've been there. I have lived it. But the reason that you're there is the reason that we have to do this. Nobody should be living paycheck to paycheck when we have a $4 trillion budget and we call ourselves the greatest country in the world. We're not the greatest country in North America, people. I would say Canada, Mexico, and then us. That's where we are. We're a third world country right now. And for all of you little MAGA that get your panties in a twat, oh, how dare you! This country has never been great for everybody. It was designed by racist founding fathers that own black people, designed to benefit 21-year-old landowning white men in every demographic, women, minorities, black people, immigrants, everybody that doesn't fit into your bigoted worldview of white Christian nationalism has been treated less than. Even now, we're demonizing immigrants. Oh, Paul, that's not it. I want them here legally. You voted for a white man who's a convicted felon, who abuses women, who's told over 30,000 lies, who questioned the birth of our first black president, has dinner with Nick Fuentes, a white nationalist, didn't rent to black people, the Central Park Five, but somehow he's a white man and that's okay. But the brown people that have been here for 30 years that have never committed a crime, somehow they get zip tied if you're pregnant and thrown into a jail. Yeah, you're racist. You are. I voted for that, but you are. You voted for it. You're right. You are. And those people, they're not going to move because it's who they've always been. And I've had enough of it. And I think a lot of us have had enough of that and the two-party system. If you're ready to make a change, sign the general strike petition. We just hit 1,400 people. I understand it's not millions and millions, but every movement needs to start somewhere. So here I am. In my bio is a link, or you can go to directly at 2025strike.com. Sign it, share it. That's the way to do it. On July 9th, I'm interviewing Eric Swalwell to see if he will support the general strike. I'm going to try to do it live on my TikTok channel and or YouTube. If not, it will be posted. We're going to have to save ourselves. Nobody's coming to save us here. The political system itself is broken. I understand people are happy that this guy won a mayor's race in New York. Good for him. Congratulations. The system is broken. Until we reverse Citizens United, we take out AIPAC money, until congressmen have to take away their stocks, until we implement gun reform, until we give people a living wage. It's been $7.25 since 2009. What's the point of doing this over and over again with politicians asking for money? You know what? I know you're living paycheck to paycheck, but please give me $10. I know you only make $7.25 an hour, or if you're a tipped worker, $2.13. But can you find it in your heart to give me $10 because I really need it so I can get elected and don't do a damn thing to make your life better? Can you do that, please? No, that time's over. Stop donating, people. You want to do something else? Change your party affiliation to independent. I left both parties. You want to speak? Speak with your money. Speak with your registration party. And then you go on a general strike. And we shut the country down until actual change happens. we're going to have to say this from ourselves. This is a pivotal moment. 2025strike.com. You call it a revolution. I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that. This system is not working for the benefit of the people of this country. It is working for the very rich, and we're also fighting against the MAGA white supremacists. And that needs to stop. It takes one of us at a time. We are each a grain of sand, but if you get enough grains of sand, you can have a beach. You get even more, and you can have an island. Sign the petition. We can change this country together.
Welcome back. Hope we have watched a very powerful clips from different people said about the Donald Trump, because Trump is making America to be whites again, no longer making America great again, because he's killing the dream of more people. More people are being discriminated in the United States. We have seen also the white people, white MAGAs, really crying out for Donald Trump, because Trump has really killed the likes of white people, likes of MAGAs, farmers. Starting from farming, people are really crying out. So Trump is really killing the dream of going to America. So if you are planning to go to United States, it's not easy now to go into United States. You have seen how really increased the tariff across all over the world. Even now here in my country, when somebody in United States wants to send me money, I will receive 50%. 50% goes to taxation. And if I here sending money to United States, 50% will go to taxation. That's now is not making American great, but it's making America to fall. So Trump has really affected the United States people, really crying out in large numbers. They have come out in large numbers, replied to NATO, because United States is no longer a United States that we know, but he's demolishing the United States badly. So they have come out and really crying out in pain because of the bad policies that is being implemented by this man. This man now going to United States is not easy. He has set a lot of rules. Even getting a green card is not easy. It's a very large process. We have seen he banned a lot of countries going to the United States and practice. So Trump is really evil and really killing the United States dream. And for the coming years, United States will no longer United States. It will be a white United States, because he really publicly said that United States is not the dustbin of the black people. United States, the white people purely. And our brothers from here, Africa, were taken to United States through slavery. Some of them went to work on their farms, and that's all. But that guy has changed completely and reversed the same. Seeing as we have, even here Africa, we have our own resources, and we can just stay here and develop our own resources, because now in America, wow, life is so expensive. You have seen how people are really crying out. It's not my ideas. I'm not saying that don't go to the United States, but you can see how those people are really crying out. They are Jawas people crying out, and really say that even Africans were right. Black folks were right to not vote for Trump, because a lot of those white people really voted for Republicans, and Trump won that election. But all the promises that guy promised people, those white people, all promises have failed completely. United States is no longer United States that all people knows. Crying out, starting from farmers. Now farmers are coming out, crying out that the fertilizer is now up, and maybe buying those fertilizer they cannot manage it. And in terms of labor shortage, because Africans were people working for those farms, and Trump deported all the Africans. I did hear videos seeing how the ICA came in farm and deported all the Africans going back to their country, because he announced that all the illegal immigrants will be deported back to their country, and that guy is normally doing to the United States of America. He's killing the dream of United States. United States is no longer the United States that people knows. It's not make America great, but it's make whites great, or make whites poor, because United States now no longer great, but is now becoming a poor. And he's taking a lot of money here from United States supporting the Iran. And this is not the leadership, it's the bullying. And so I conclude kindly, guys, let's, as I repeat again, let's elect a leader who can serve the people, the leader who can listen to the people, the leader who can cooperate with other countries, the leader who can support other countries. Because Trump, this is what we call USAID, is being cut by Donald Trump, has cut the USAID. It's no longer working here in Africa, and Africa normally benefited from that USAID. It's over 60 years, and that guy, he just came in the power some few months ago, and he has cut out those USAID. It's no longer healthy. So he even failed. Health sector is failed completely. So kindly, guys, for watching me, Team T, I'm your host, Team T's Reaction. Kindly make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. Bye for now, and may God bless you.